as you can oh so clearly tell, I'm back with more Ace Combat because I'm just so original. However, this game's fun and I like recording it, so I'll keep doing it as long as it's not boring.
As of 1 p.m. today, the Kingdom of Erusia has declared war on the Osean Federation. As soon as the news broke out, enemy aircraft began bombing Osean territory, causing widespread destruction. The Air Defense Force has released a statement saying this violent attack was carried out by drones. They speculate the drones were secretly transported to Osea in shipping containers and launched remotely. The Secretary of the Navy has stated that the enemy was targeting naval ports across the country. According to the Secretary, all of the nation's aircraft carriers, including one still under construction, sustained severe damage in the attacks. We have yet to hear back from the department as to the fate of Osean carriers currently at sea. Hold on, I've just received breaking news. The International Space Elevator, which is being built in southern Usea, has been seized by the Erusian army. Reports say former President Harling was touring the site at the time, but his current whereabouts are unknown. Our sources in government tell us it was Harling's policies regarding the space elevator that caused economic frictions in the area, and which ultimately led to this war. Located near Erusia, on the continent of Usea, the space elevator has been under construction for some time now. The Executive Office of the Osean Federation has declared a national state of emergency. They have ordered all its armed forces, including Usian peacekeepers, to mobilize and make the necessary preparations to launch an immediate counterattack. Ladies and gentlemen, our country is officially at war. Stay tuned for further updates.
Breaking news from ENN. Osea launched an attack on the capital today, striking Farbanti from their aircraft carrier, the Kestrel II. After a brutal battle, the Erusian Air Force successfully repelled them. During the air raid, the Osean Air Force fired missiles at the city and managed to shoot down a number of Erusian fighters. Some of the disabled planes then crashed into residential areas.
The world was screwed. 20 years ago, the Earth got slammed by an asteroid. Usea was on the wrong side of the planet and got hit. Hard. Refugees swarmed the Erusian Republic, the biggest country on the continent, plunging it into chaos. They were desperate and started a war, one they had no hope of winning. That's the war my dad fought and died in. The biggest nations from 2 continents went head-to-head, and the so-called righteous Oseans struck the deal that ended it. They fancied themselves the only nation that could bring peace and stability to the world. They even tried saving the Usians, still suffering from the disaster. That's how a space elevator, stretching way up into the sky, ended up being built in Usea, paid for by the Oseans. President Harling said he did it out of compassion for his fellow humans. But to the folks in Erusia, it looked like Osea was moving in to take over. Erusia went from being a republic back to being a kingdom. When they started this new war, they managed to get the drop on everyone. The second the declaration hit the news, Erusian forces took control of the space elevator without spilling a single drop of blood. President Harling was touring the elevator when it happened and disappeared. Then, while that was going on, the Erusian ships that were docked all around Osea released a swarm of drone fighters they had hidden on board in containers. No one thought they were capable of doing what they did that day. With pinpoint accuracy, they managed to take out everything that was military, and not a single civilian was hurt in the process. Osea pissed lots of people off with their huge military presence around the world. Erusia didn't have the same reach, but they could hit their targets faster and cleaner. And when all this was going down, I just so happened to be in my flying drag racer. In case you were wondering, yeah, I survived. I crashed in a bombed-out Osean Air Force base, then got arrested for breaking wartime aviation laws or some crap. The world went from being at peace to being at war, all in the blink of an eye.
Princess Rosa Cassette Delete of the Kingdom of Erugia. Today, Osean airstrikes have shattered the lives of countless Erusians. Their attacks practically leveled the school I went to. It is heartbreaking. Tragic.
I was tried, found guilty, and stuffed into a cargo ship. For company, I had some court-martialed soldiers. And remember those mothballed planes I told you about before? They were loaded on the ship, too. We headed off down south for several days, and then swung east. That's how I got here. I was thousands of kilometers from Erugia, on the opposite side of the Usian continent. For a port, it was dull as hell. It had 3 rusty patrol boats, and the base? The fences were topped with razor wire, the tower had a searchlight and machine guns, and a truck with a gun turret was parked in front of the gate. Its gun was aimed at the yard. This was a prison. This place looked like a full-on base, but half the tanker trucks were just big balloons, and the runways weren't even paved, just painted on the dirt. The whole place was just one big fat lie. The only reason I was here is because they knew I'd restored a supersonic plane. They wanted me to make something out of the mothballed planes they brought, that they could park on the fake runway. Can you believe that shit? So, I tried to escape. They found out, and set the dogs on me.
Erugia has made a declaration to the Osean Federation and all countries on the Usian continent stationing the IUN peacekeeping force that we are now at war. Right after the declaration was made, surprise attacks began around the continent that have inflicted major damage to our armed forces. Forces aligned with Erugia are currently appearing throughout Usia. The combination of these forces has overwhelmed the majority of the continent, and they are now encroaching on us in the east. Additionally, the multinational space elevator has been seized by the Erusian military. After the previous war, the space elevator became both a symbol of peace and a valuable asset in the fight against growing energy concerns. Whoever has control of it will have enormous influence over the entire continent. We cannot turn a blind eye to this critical situation. The Fort Gray's Air Base Squadron has been entered into the order of battle to reclaim the elevator as an advance element. First, you will attack all hostiles coming in the east of Schofield Plateau to stop any interference with the Allied ground troops. The enemy has deployed several vehicles equipped with anti-air radar along the roads. You are to destroy them. They should not pose much of a threat. However, there is a high likelihood that the attack will draw more enemy air support. If that happens, fight them off swiftly and establish air superiority.
And with that, we shall get on to the gameplay. Completely forgot about what I was talking about before the cutscene happened, and I also completely forgot that that cutscene was going to happen. So now I'm just kind of stuck with... I have absolutely no idea what I was talking about. It is what it is, however. Shall continue on with the gameplay instead. Hopefully, my mic does not sound as bad as it did in the last video, but that remains to be seen. Let's see, I'm after the radar vehicles. Those are only... okay. One missile should take it out. Yep. On for the rest of these. Ooh, hold on. A little bit closer right there. Okay, let me take out this real quick just to keep anything out of the... Ooh. It evaded. Interesting. Perfect. Okay. Just take out the rest of these radar vehicles. Ooh.
Target destroyed. 3 to go. Continue to engage at your discretion.
3 to go. Ah, there's the last 2.
Prepare to engage in 30 seconds.
Full afterburner.
Take them down. Okay, recruits. Pay attention to who's on what side.
There we go.
The newest IFF is connected to our entire force via satellites. It's reliant
MiG-21.
radars.
Find it funny, they have a full space elevator built, and yet they're still using MiG-21s and MiG-19s. That is something.
They also mess with your HUD.
I'll tell you that.
The Seekers can sometimes lose their lock-on to their targets, too.
And I've been evaded.
Radar vehicles destroyed. The interceptor shows no sign of retreating.
I'm gonna stall.
Take it out. Continue with the mission.
Got it. Oof.
Crush as many as you can.
I am... Oh my gosh. My aim is terrible.
Just worry about staying alive.
Nice little love tap. There you go. Another MiG. Is it all MiGs? Ooh, missile. Ooh, AH-64.
You want us to take down the enemy without damaging any public facilities?
An Apache?
5 targets remain.
I think. Ooh, a C-17? That's a bomber, isn't it?
Fox 3.
Yes.
4 targets remain. Miss. That's an miss.
Ooh.
Fox 2. Column 2, you can't go after every target. 3 targets remaining.
Take that C-17 out before it even gets in the air. There we go. I don't know if I'm about to crash into the ground. Unless it puts me in the air. Okay, yeah, it does. Okay.
Status report. Multiple bogies on radar. They're close. Wait, they're being launched.
Whoops.
You're clear to engage. They're probably
Bumped my mic.
Judging by the way they look.
Whoa. Okay, I'm out of flares.
Spotted, clown. No doubt about
I'll have to be careful then.
UAVs. But that doesn't change a thing. Just think of them as somewhat clever decoys. Take them all down. These drones have great agility. All aircraft. You know what
Gosh.
enemy turns are, right? Use them. HQ, this is Column 1. Bandits confirmed as UAVs. Repeat, bandits are drones.
Nice little love taps.
Column 1, that doesn't matter. Destroy all enemy fighters and get out.
Take the rest of these drones out.
Yeah, I just wish they'd give us
Nope, I'm gonna go vid.
warning. Enemy UAV confirmed destroyed. Hell yeah. Column Squadron.
Is this the one that keeps throwing missiles at me? Is it you? Come here. No? It's not you, but I'll still try to take you out anyway. Oh, he went into the clouds.
Target is in range of guns. Locked.
Get out of the clouds! Ah!
Stay sharp while you're in the clouds. The enemy knows a few moves, but that's about it. Just chase them down. without any casualties. Behind one. Evaded the attack. Clouds are screwing up the accuracy. Missile launched.
There we go. Got him. Perfect.
The skies are clear. Nice work, everyone. Mission complete. RTB.
Nice and easy.
No casualties. We couldn't have done any better. Returning to base.
I don't know. Maybe the bandits we took down caused civilian casualties.
No point arguing. That's how war is these days. You shoot, someone gets killed. The guys in charge take care of the rest.
Nice and easy. Skip this cutscene. Nice and easy. Nice and simple.
You've given us air superiority by destroying their radar. The first barrier keeping us from retaking the space elevator is gone. Now is the time to group up and begin the counteroffensive. Let us reclaim what is ours.
Now, I did underestimate how many or how long the cutscenes in this game were, which is what really kind of does it for this video. I might start doing 2 missions per video sometimes, but that remains to be seen. However, as of now, I'll stick with 1 per video, because this is almost 20 minutes long. So, thank you all for watching, if anybody watches. I hope you all have a nice, good day, night, evening, morning, whatever time of the day it is for you. Goodbye.